This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. An autopsy report to determine the exact cause of death in the case of the man found dead off Beatrice Avenue, Seabreeze Estate yesterday. Police so far determining that the victim suffered an injury to the head. Paramedics were called to the scene, but the man reportedly died a short time later. Investigations are ongoing. Police also trying to get to the bottom of an early morning stabbing that's left a woman wounded. Reports are that the victim was in the parking lot of a bar on Rosedale Street after 1 a.m. when she and another woman got into an argument. One thing led to another, and one of the two was stabbed about the body. The victim was rushed to hospital, where at last report she was listed in stable condition. Meantime, the parking lot of Fusion Superplex, the scene of a fight reportedly between two of its employees this past Friday. According to police, both the man and woman were injured in the process. A day later, police headed to a home on Joe Farrington Road, where they arrested a 50-year-old man in connection with the incident. He was taken to hospital to be treated for serious wounds. The central banks urging the financial sector, particularly the banking industry, to take more aggressive steps to reduce the delinquency rate. Central Bank Governor John Rowles says commercial banks must make its balance sheet stronger and faster before another recession happens. And this includes adopting approaches that recognize higher losses on loans in default, looking at the value of foreclosed mortgaged properties, and taking more persistent efforts in selling off repossessed properties.
The Bahamas has seen very encouraging drop in the delinquency rate in terms of the loans that are more than 90 days without any payment being made. People have fallen behind by more than 3 months. So those are the non-performing loans. The rate of delinquency on those now, I think it's below 9% of the total loans, private sector loans. That figure was about 12%, and I think at one point about 14%. So we've done a good job in reducing it. But internationally, if your delinquency rate is even at 5%, that is a terrifying number.
Now, according to the central bank governor, some focus was placed on sustainability, and in a survey conducted with local private businesses, there were varied feedback on how the economy performed in recent months.
Most surveyed businesses noted higher cost in the operations, but stated that overall conditions in the operations were stable to improve in general. The outlook held by most firms was for stable to further improve conditions in the operation over the remainder of 2019, with lowered inflation expectations and healthier employment outcomes than were noted in the first half of 2019.
Mr. Rowles' comments came while briefing the media on the central bank's latest economic and financial quarterly report. That report pointed to continued growth in the local economy, largely attributed to the tourism sector. Credit unions encouraged to expand and increase their services in the Family Island communities where banking facilities are lacking. Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis made the call during his address at Sunday's opening ceremony of the World Council of Credit Unions and Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions Conference. Participants heard how the cooperative credit union sector here in the Bahamas has enormous potential and room for growth, although the far-flung Family Island chain poses enormous challenges to national development. Dr. Minnis says this includes having to replicate essential services like schools, airports, hospitals, roads, security, and electricity. Within this context, credit unions then can play an essential role, especially in the many underbanked Family Island communities. Our final story is up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.